Hello, I'm Jasmeet. Here we discuss about BYOD policies. So first of all, we start from what is BYOD. It stands for Bring Your Own Device, which is that where an organization decides to allow or require employees to use personal devices for work-related activities. Now we discuss about two policies that are COPE and COYD. So COPE stand for Corporate Owned Personally Enabled and COYD stands for Choose Your Own Device. In this slide, we discuss the COPE policy. The COP policy is a strict approach that grants organization complete control over the device while allowing employees some level of freedom to use the device for personal use. This approach can be beneficial for organizations that have strict data security requirements as they are able to maintain control over all data on the device. Nextly, in CYOD policy, it is more flexible approach that provides employee with the option to choose their own devices from a list of pre-approved devices. This approach is often more appealing to employees as they are able to choose a device that fits their individual needs and preferences. Here we discuss the comparison between COPE and CYOD policy. So, on the basis of device ownership, COPE policy is company owned and CYOD policy is employee owned. In terms of device selection, COPE policy has company select devices for use, whereas CYOD policy has employees select from pre-approved list of devices. Nextly, device management. COPE policy has complete control over devices and all data on the devices. On the other hand, CYOD policy has less control over devices and less control over data on the device. On the basis of device security, COP policy provides higher level of security since company owns the device. However, CYOD policy provides lower level of security due to the variety of device types. In terms of employee freedom, COPE policy gives less personal freedom to choose a device, whereas CYOD policy gives more personal freedom to choose a device. Lastly, the cost of COP policy is higher since the company pays for the device. On the other hand, CYOD policy is lower in cost since the employees pays for their own device. Now we describe what things are needed to improve any policies. So according to me, if there are any limitation in either the COPE or COYD policy that may impact the organization's BYOD program, there are a few things that an organization can do to create a better BYOD policy. So firstly, identify limitation. The first step is to identify the limitation of the existing policy and prioritize the areas that need improvement. Second one is benchmarking. Conduct the research to identify best practices and policies of other companies, particularly those in the same industry or with similar BYOD needs. Third is need assessment. Conduct a need assessment to determine the specific needs of the organization and its employees. Next is policy design. Based on the needs assessment, design a policy or update the existing ones with clear policies, guidelines, and procedures. Then the employee in education. Once the employee has been designed, it's crucial to communicate and educate employees about the policies and their responsibility. The second last is security measures. The organization should implement security measures such as antivirus software, encryption, and access controls to manage and reduce the risk in BYOD. Last one is continuous reviews. Finally, organizations should continuously review and update their policies to ensure they remain relevant and effective as the BYOD landscape changes. So these are the mandatory steps that an organization should consider while using BYOD program, in which make the policy much more strong and secure. Thank you.